My squinty, horrible, greasy looking face. Oh, what a sight. I'm amazed that people actually subscribe to this. Another session on the east coast, and for those local, know the landmark. We're at Withensea. Condition flat calm. Move my fat finger out of the way. So yeah, flat calm. Looks like we're going to get a bit wet later on. It's 6:30. High tide's at I think it's about 9:30 tonight. So I'm going to get, just got the second rod in the water. A couple hours up, and well, see how the fishing goes. Fish till midnight maybe. First time I fished here. I've been told it fishes quite well down tide as well. It's quite a deep beach, so I can't see why we can't stay till late. But if that rain comes and I'm getting wet and there's no bites, I ain't hanging around till midnight. So yeah, let's see what comes of it. Bait today, prawns. Some bluey from a previous session that's then been sat in the freezer for a bit. Unwashed squid. And a couple of peeler crabs. Again, been sat in the freezer. If you've watched my other videos, you'll know I had my first thornback ray on the Bristol channel. I had one a couple of weeks back now, fishing the east coast. That was at 4.5 pounds. I'd still love this year to get a double figure ray. I think we're probably going to be hard pressed to get that off the east coast. I think that'll be a Bristol trip, which hopefully won't be many weeks away. But one of the other targets this year is smooth hounds. Never caught a smooth hound, and I'm gonna go all out and be ambitious and say I want a double figure smooth hound, because who wants a small one? But let's get off the mark at least first. So yeah, that's us, mainly fish baits today. Smooth hounds, rays, they're the targets. No small baits. Let's bring the first one in. It really is threatening to rain. It's looks quite nasty over there. More and more folk turning up, setting up down there. There's got to be 24 anglers out now. It is very busy. Like I say, it has been fishing well. That just means I'm going to catch jack all tonight. No, we'll remain positive. We will catch tonight. Oh, there's some weed on there though. That's not a good sign. Let me just bring you down and show you this. I have not fished somewhere as busy since the European Open Championship now. There are rods literally as far as the eye can see that way. And if I zoom back out, come this way, and there are now rods as far as the eye can see that way as well. So, if that's any of you guys that's watching the video, drop a thumbs up, say hello in the comments. Back we go. Oh, I won't mind hearing that sound later. And also, if you got any tips for getting this crap off your line, I must have spent 20 minutes cleaning it off my other line on the last cast. It would have been quicker for me to cut my shock leader off, slide it off the braid, and put it on and retie it, but it's just like paper mache. It's horrible stuff. just coming up to 8 o'clock. We've got an hour now till high tide. The sea is flat calm. If it wasn't for this drizzly rain, it'd be quite a pleasant evening. Got the GoPro set up just in case we do get that big smooth hound set off with the hook in its mouth. Hopefully I can get some decent footage of it. But knowing me, I'll get all excited and I'll grab the rod and I'll forget all about the GoPro, so bear with me on that one. Time to change baits. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the definition of an untouched bait. That's probably been out 40 minutes. Did see one rattle on it, but other than that, seems to be a very slow session today. What an evening it's turned into. Well, I say evening, it's about quarter to 11, 10:30, quarter to 11 I think. But yeah, it's cleared right up. I think this calls for sleeping in the car. It's a little codling. But still, nonetheless, little pain in the arse fish. There we go. You, sir, are a beauty. Thank you very much. Well guys, not what we're after, but saved a blank. It's about 11:30 now, so 2.5 hours after high tide. You can probably see down the beach, you can still see a fair few headlights about. There's still a fair few people knocking about. Guys to the right of me have packed up and gone. I've just had an absolute smashing bite. It really banged the rod. I picked the rod up, it banged again, and I struck into it, and it's just gone quiet. So, but yeah, other than that, fairly quiet evening. Morning, folks. 6'4" in a short wheelbase connect. It's a squeeze, but it's doable. Anyway, coffee's done, sausages are on, the sun's up. It's breakfast done. Just got the pans cooling down. While they're cooling down, I'll show you where we are. So let's skip over this way to get a bit of a better view. Not much better than that, is he? Anyway, here we are. So, down there, where that car is, that's what's known as Runnels. That's where I wanted to fish. But in all honesty, having looked at it this morning, that is a huge big sandbar. So you'd be alright now, but then later on, I think once you get over top of tide, or once you get towards high tide, all this is all going to backfill. You can see where these channels are, and you're either going to be waiting till top of tide or trying to cast over that sandbar, which I'm not a good enough caster to do that. And it's the same all the way down there. So, gonna have a bit of a scout round very quickly. It's 5:30 now, high tide's at 9, just gone 9, about 9:15 I think, so really I want to be fishing by 6 o'clock. So it's going to be a very quick scout round. If I can't find somewhere local to here on the south beaches, I'll probably just shoot up north and head up to Mappleton, somewhere like that. Somewhere where I know is fairly deep ground. It says you need 4x4s these days. Transit Connect's good enough. I really should have brought my sunglasses out. It's lovely weather this morning, but unfortunately you're going to have to put up with me, the old cod eye squinty face. So, did a quick recce and come down and set up. I wasn't going to set up because actually that sandbar is further down the beach, so here it's not too bad. So we're all set up. I've got pulley panels out. I have got a pack of slaps today, so I've got worm tipped with squid on one pulley, and I've got bluey and squid cocktail on another pulley. It's yeah, doing some weird stuff. Oh, I see why. Loads of crappy little bits of weed, look. And that is probably going to be the story of the day. As soon as you get to here. Bag of crap. Been fishing for a couple of hours now. Nothing really to report, to be honest, not even a bite. Snagged up a couple of times. In fact, the last time it was the hook length that snapped off and broke free for the retrieve. So credit to Mike of Mike's Rigs for his knots and stuff. Yeah, they're holding up pretty well. Like I say, it was the snood itself that snapped. Yeah, I don't know. I've never snagged up on this beach. Maybe the storms at low tide have uncovered something, but there's definitely a lot of crap out there. And weeds a problem as well. Weeds a big problem. In fact, that rod tip, so you can just see the Fury on the far side. Short, looks like a shorter rod, bobbing up and down, so that's already covered in weed again. So yeah, pretty unproductive. We've got, what have we got now? Another hour and a quarter to high tide. Hopefully the weed will die down right as the tide starts to ease off a bit. I've started bringing the rigs in really short now, so only casting sort of 50 yards or so, just to try and stay away from those snags, hopefully stay out of the worst of the weed and find a bit of colour. My squinty, horrible, greasy looking face. Oh, what a sight. I'm amazed that people actually subscribe to this. When I say weed is being a nightmare, this is what we're dealing with. And when you do pull that plastic off the line, guys, just stick it in your bin. I know it's not your rubbish, but still, every little helps. There you go. That's in there. It's not going to go back in the sea. It's not going to go back on somebody else's lines. More importantly, it's not going to harm the environment. Finally, no weed. But an untouched bait. Oh well. take any improvements so we can get them at a minute. As you'll know, I always bring a rubbish bag with me. And seeing our fishing's been so slow, I thought I may as well put the bag to good use. So there you are. I've not walked far, 50 yards down there maybe, just as far as the guy behind me. It's not taking me more than 5 minutes, and that's what I filled up. It's not fishing gear, I'm pleased to say. It's just stuff like bottles, cans. A lot of it looks like it's been rolling around out at sea for a long time, but it's nice when you come to places like this and you've got a couple of minutes, just have a walk around and pick stuff up. And you can't use the excuses it's rubbish, it's dirty, because you've got your hands in squid and lugworm and crap. So just do a couple of minutes, even if you pick one piece up. If the amount of people who were fishing on Withensea last night, if everybody just picked one extra bit of rubbish up, took it with them, the place would be a lot nicer. Anyway, it's not a rant, it's just a friendly piece of advice, a request if you will. That's it, it's official. I'm declaring last casts. Last baits have gone out. It's been a really slow, well, it's not even got off to a start, to be honest, this morning. But last baits are in. It is 5 to 11, so 2 hours after high. Give these till maybe past, and then we'll wrap up. Have one last look round. Don't leave your tackle, don't leave your trash. There's mine and some. No more squinting, no more fishing, no more bites. Yeah, really quiet day. As you can see, now we're up here. There's, well, next to no colour in the water. There was about 50 yards earlier, but it's dropped right off. Lad next to me had a nice little cod, so he's taking that home for his dinner. Other than that, nothing else to report. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care, stay safe, tight lines.